Hi everybody, Natasha Wilkinson here, Independent Sensory Consultant, Mount Isa, Australia. Welcome back to episode 3 of Come Organise and Sort with me. So, I have now sorted and stored my wax collection, not Ralph's, my wax collection and my Sensi Pod collection. So now I'm going to go through my oil collection. I am going to put a disclaimer on this video. All products you see me go through are for my own personal use. I do not sell them. They are not for sale. I enjoy home fragrance and I have accumulated quite a bit, which is why I'm going through this sorting area. I have a bookshelf. I have a storage cube and I have my little office I'm trying to kind of set up, which when I say office, it's a desk with a little bookshelf on top for displays for when I do my videos. So without further ado, let's go through my oil collection. I do apologise for that background noise. My 10-year-old son seems to think turning the TV right up so every room can hear it is appropriate when it is not appropriate. This is the second time he's been told to turn it down today. So let's dive into my oil collection. So we're going to talk about the trio packs. I love the trio packs. They do typically come in a smaller size bottle, but they are great value, and they're usually limited time packs that you can grab at certain times of the year with senses. So I've got the Harvest one, and it has in it graham cracker crumble, which is my favourite one from the Harvest collection, matcha chamomile and rosemary shortbread. I've still got a little bit of the graham cracker and crumble. I've got a fair bit of the Abatu as I haven't used them as much. My favourite by far in this little trio pack was the graham cracker crumble. It was just like a sweet cinnamon bakery. Yum! Now, the holiday collection. I brought one of them at the holidays time. It had in it Big Cookie, Peppermint Everything, Holiday Shortbread. I no longer have Peppermint Everything or Holiday Shortbread. Since purchasing this in December, I have completely used up Peppermint Everything and Holiday Shortbread. But what I will talk about later is I do have oils from other companies which fit in here, so I've kind of popped it in with my Big Cookie for space-wise, and I will delve into more details of those other oils a little bit later that aren't sensitive. And I have 2 of the Valentine's Day collection limited time. Recently only just purchased this. I do believe it's still available on the website as I'm filming this. When it goes up, I will not be 100% sure, but as of now, I do believe it is still available. And the older one I purchased last year, Valentine's, so they brought this out 2 years Valentine's in a row, and they contain Hug Me, which is jasmine petals, violet and salted tonka bean, I'm Yours, grapefruit, apricot blossom, coconut milk, and Love Ya, which is nutty pear, pink sugar crystals and lemon fizz. Now, the one I purchased last Valentine's Day only has Love Ya and I'm Yours in it. I completely finished up the Hug Me, And with these two, I do believe I'm about halfway through one and a quarter of the way through the other. But that's the reason I went and purchased another one of these at Valentine's Day, because I just love these oils. So even though I don't have Hug Me in here, I've got Hug Me in my other packet of oils here. So now we're going to talk about these. These you can only get as a consultant. In the consultant store, we have access to sample oil kits. Now, you can choose to either buy the transition oil kit, which will contain the new oils that come out every season. They are the same size as your trio boxes or bottles, or you can choose to buy the whole bang kit for the whole season, which will contain every single oil that is available for purchase on the website for you to sample, for you to try, for you to let your customers smell to see what it smells like before buying. So what I have here is 4 boxes which we're about to go through. So what I have here is when I first joined up in 2020 February, I purchased the 2020 autumn winter full kit, and it came with 2 boxes. And then in August, or July was it? In July or August, when we had our catalogue changeover, I purchased the transition kit to get the oils I didn't have. And recently in February, we had another catalogue changeover, so I purchased the transition kit to get the new oils. So I have 1 full kit, 2 transition kits. As a result of that, some of those oils have retired from the previous catalogue, so I've kind of rearranged my boxes accordingly. So we are going to dive into them. So this box, which I have called my discontinuing box, is where I store my oils from the kits that have discontinued, have been in the older catalogues and retired. Sometimes they do come back. Watermelon and red berries retired and then came back. Other times they don't. Either way, I have 3 diffusers. I will use them. I will enjoy them. So ones that you cannot purchase anymore that have discontinued are Cotton Blossom and Tangerine. This is like a clean laundry scent. Pineapple, coconut and lime. I love this one. This I have almost finished and you can't get it anymore. This is just the perfect summery, fruity citrus scent. Combination of like your tropical scents. Lemon dragon fruit. So this was from one of the 3-pack oils from a summer vibes one, and I think I gave the tin away. I think someone wanted a tin to store oils in and asked if they could have the tin, so I gave the tin away because I'd used up the guava dewberry one, and I used up the other one, so I only had the 1 oil in it. So that was from a 3-pack one anyway. So I popped it in here and I gave the tin away to someone that wanted a place to store their oils. So I just gave them the tin. Lemon citrus. Lemon, so it's basically just a lemon scent. This was in our last catalogue, now discontinued. Lots of lemon. So this is like a melody of citrus. It's not just lemon, like you get your other citrus. So if you're wanting to know the difference between the lemon and lots of lemon, this kind of has other citruses thrown in. Great cleaning scents. That was in our last catalogue, now discontinued. Aloe geranium. Can't remember what catalogue this in, whether it was my first one when I started or the one that's just continued. So that's like a fresh green earthy scent. Chamomile and violet. This was in our last catalogue, now discontinued. So this is like a sweet earthy floral. Cardamon and vanilla, recently just continued. So that was very earthy, very groundy, and the spice of those cardamom and vanilla. And then Vevita and sandalwood. So you've got that soft, comforting sandalwood and Vevita. I was tempted to pick one of these up before it discontinued, but didn't get around it. So I will just enjoy the sampler. So they're the ones that have discontinued. So then I have a box where I've put the kind of fresh sea scents that are available. So this one contains sea salt and lotus. Very salty. You do get that sweet, slight sweetness from the lotus. Seaside lily, again a sweet, fresh, salty sea type scent. Ocean mist and aloe. That's a bit more like beachy, a bit more earthy and salty with the aloe, whereas the others are slightly more sweeter. And sea salt and grapefruit. So this is citrus cross sea. So they were what I kind of categorised as my sea fresh ones. Scentsy have categorised our oils into comforting, uplifting, relaxing. They've categorised them into different sections like that. But I find when I'm looking for a particular type of scent for myself, this is how I can work this category. So then I have, which I tend to break into a lot of these ones, these tend to be my favourite ones, the fruit category. So I have new to our catalogue, cardamom, violet and plum. So this is fruity, you definitely get the plum, but I get like a earthy lettuce type scent back note to it. Watermelon and red berries. I did have two of these. I've completely used up one of these little transition sets. This is just another perfect summery scent. Berries and watermelon, nice and fresh. Passion fruit and bamboo flower. So you get the slight citrusy note of the passion fruit and the sweetness of the bamboo flower. Quite a pretty scent. Coconut sugar. This is probably the closest to a bakery note we have. You definitely get the sugar and coconut. Berry vanilla coconut. So this kind of reminds me a bit like a red medicine type smell about it. That one. Jasmine white tea. So you get the sweet floral jasmine, but then you've got that astringent tea note in the background. Cactus pear. This is really fresh and summery and fruity at the same time, slightly earthy fresh. Cinnamon cherry vanilla, another favourite of mine. Very Christmassy, this one. You get the sweetness of the cherry and you definitely get that hit of cinnamon. Awesome apple, one I've recently used. So it's apples and cinnamon, not as sweet as cinnamon cherry vanilla. That's a bit more obvious apple spice type scent. Caramel, vanilla, strawberry. This is like a really sweet, decadent strawberry thick shake. Rosewood and vanilla. So this is a beautiful bedroom scent, soft and sweet. And the fourth box is where I store my lime, lemon, lavender scents, which Scentsy have a lot in that category, so it must be a popular category. Pure lavender, so beautiful for relaxing. Twinkle Twinkle, one I love to use in our diffusers around the kids, so it's like a sweeter lavender with a bit of eucalyptus in it. Rose water lavender, so if you're wanting that rose scent with lavender, rose water lavender. White lavender and mint, so if you're wanting something minty and lavender. Lemon lavender rain, this is like a beautiful cleaning cross relaxing scent with the lavender and the lemon in it. Cucumber mojito, smells like the drink, very green, very minty. Not one of my favourites, very earthy at the same time. Grapefruit blood orange, so this is a very citrusy combination of that grapefruit and that blood orange. Citrus verbena, another good cleaning scent. Ginger tea and lime. Again, you get that lime and that tea note about it. Eucalyptus, lavender and mint. So this is basically your eucalyptus and lavender and mint combined. Smells really great, particularly when you've got a bit of a snuffy nose. It's still strong enough for you to be able to smell. Eucalyptus, another nasal clearer. That smells really good if you've got a snuffy nose, strong enough for you to smell. I am going to put a disclaimer here and say all our oils are for fragrance enjoyment. They're not for homeopathic use. So they're basically just for fragrance and enjoyment of fragrance. So, and sweet eucalyptus lime. So that's a new one out. So that's kind of a sweeter lime version. So they're my kind of sampler kits, but I buy them and I use them on my diffusers. And if this customer wants to smell a certain scent or wants to know what a certain scent smells like, I've got them on hand for that. But they do get used for my own personal use. So let's break into my big oils. So the ones after smelling these that I have gone and purchased from Scentsy that I have large oils of. Now this is the size of our oils compared to the sampler kit. So you will get in your sampler kits one this size, and this is the size the oils actually come in. And that's what I was going to say about the other oils and the other companies I have. They're nice, they're brilliant. I've brought them because they're fulfilling a scent need that Scentsy may not particularly have. But for the same price, maybe some are more expensive or similar pricing to Scentsy, the size difference you get is amazing. So, the big oils I have from Scentsy are eucalyptus, lavender and mint. Cactus Pear. Twinkle Twinkle. awesome apple, watermelon red berries. As you can see, it's already out because I have been using it. Blackberry and basil. This was originally in my sampler kit, but my son decided to use it as a body spray because I told him he couldn't have the diffuse it in his room because I didn't want him breaking it. There was nowhere to put it. So he decided, because he wanted to diffuse the blackberry basil, but rather than diffusing it in the diffuser in the lounge room where the diffuser is, I have 2 diffusers in the lounge room, 1 in my bedroom. He decided, because he wanted the smell of blackberry basil, he would take that sampler and he would just rub it all over himself to make himself smell good. So that's why I don't have the sampler of blackberry and basil anymore. Cinnamon, cherry and vanilla, but it is a really fruity, if you like sweet, you like fruity, you will love blackberry basil. So cinnamon, cherry, vanilla. Okay, so they are pretty much my Scentsy collection. So these are the 2 I have popped in here. Spice Isles, that's from a company called In Essence, and I was looking for a oil that just had like cinnamon and Christmas spices without the fruit. We do have awesome apple and we do have cinnamon, cherry, vanilla, but they've got the fruit. So when I'm looking for that just has got that spice need, I go for this company called Spice Isles, which is in that little tin. And along the same lines was Sacred Thai Temples, which has rose, jasmine, and this spice. So it was basically scents that I could not get with Scentsy that I need to fulfill that need. Now, my son gets bitten terribly with mosquitoes, so I picked up from a company called Eco a citronella oil that I can diffuse to see if that helps. When I used up this Scentsy Everything Peppermint from the Christmas collection, I realised that holiday collection was no longer available, had sold out. I was sad, and they didn't have a peppermint oil that I could purchase. So from doTERRA, I picked up peppermint just to fulfill that peppermint need. And they did have this company, Echo, that I got the citronella oil from, had like a Boxing Day sale, so I picked up a Christmas pack of oils, which are cheerful, white Christmas, so they're like Christmassy tree scents. Gingerbread, I thought would go well with gingerbread hugs in our wax collection, and I thought those Christmassy tree ones would go well with my Christmas tree wax scents. Pure Forest, another Christmas tree scent. Christmas pudding, so similar probably to Fig Cookie here. Candy cane, so another one I'm using to kind of fulfill that peppermint hole. Orange and nutmeg, I thought would go well with LaSalle Wonderland. And they are basically the oils I have from other companies. That is my oil collection. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. That was part 3 of my Come Sort My Stash with me. And we are about to delve into part 4, which is my probably miscellaneous range of maybe my body, my laundry products I use, and then I can pop it all together in the shelves in my office and show you the final result. So got part 4 and part 5 to go, and that will conclude our series after that. So I hope you enjoyed this little series and look forward to speaking to you again soon. Bye for now.